think I'm live yet. I don't know. Fuck's sake, man, I need to hurry up. Shawty's like a melody in mine, but I can't keep on singing like na na na. Right, how do I go live? Yes, Josh, I'll go live. How does it look? Fucking hell. What do you mean louder? Am I live? Am I live? Oh, I'm live. Oh, what's happening? I didn't realise I was live. I didn't even know I was actually up. What is going on, people? What are we saying? Right. I've always said that honesty is the best policy, right? And I'm going to tell you lot the honest truth of what is going on here. Shout out the chat. Caleb White. Dickham Dam. WTFMD. Most legit trapper. Fergal Malcaleer. Yeah, what's happening, people? Yeah, right. I'm just going to be honest with you and tell you what's happened. I was training hard today, right? Big... Hold on. Let's get the sound on that down because we don't want the stream to be taken down. I was training hard today, right? Big session. Obviously, fight's been announced now. Cat's out the bag. I'm fighting Andy Howson. 5-time kickboxing world champion. Fought on one championship. Yeah, it's going to be a fucking war. Going to be a tough fight. Anyway, obviously, that means I'm training hard for this fight. And part of training hard means that I was down the gym this morning doing my sprints. Well, not even this morning. Right, how am I going to set up today? Because, bear with me, right? We need to set up. We need to set up with the game playing, so I'm not looking like too far away. Does that camera... There you go. That's better. Am I back? There we go, I'm back. How am I gonna do this? Fuck, man. Sorry. I'm really... Yeah, anyway, I was out getting a massage, basically. Not one of those ones. But I was having a massage, and I fell asleep, and my masseuse just didn't bother waking me up. Shout out Namsay Massage. Yeah, so she didn't bother waking me up, and then fucking... The time had flown, and I was like, oh, fuck, I've not gone home, I've not eaten anything... I've not done anything, and I need to go live ASAP. And you lot are the hardcore, and that are always here. You know I'm always a little bit late. That's why I'm still adjusting. Right, let's have in the comment section. What are we thinking of the starting lineup? What are we thinking about the team? Who's inverting? Honestly, who's inverting? Is a Changpong inverting into midfield? Is Trevor Chalobah going to do it? He's shown that he can do it in the past. He has done it. By the way, I didn't get a chance to eat. So, we've got chicken pakoras and hummus. Sorry, I know people don't really like eating on your live unless your name's Bevo. But it's got to be done because I haven't eaten anything. Oh... Terrific little bit of chicken pakora. Yes! Owens, the big dog. You know what time it is. Best Chelsea unboxing content on YouTube. Up the fucking Chelsea. Up the fucking Owens or 09s. Legend. Love it. Top man. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much, bro. I hope you're well. I hope life's treating you well. We had a few problems, technical issues last time where the camera overheated, basically. And if the camera overheats this time round, I'll just flip it to the webcam, let it underheat, and then, you know, it'd just be a little bit less picture quality. But don't worry. Don't worry. Aiden B's loving the podcast, getting him through work. Good man, love that. Aiden, you should check out Joey and Josh channel as well. We got like true crime stuff on there and some other shit. So yeah, what's everyone's favourite cuisine? Because I suppose this is Indian chicken pakora. I'll tell you what, right? I bet them Copenhagen. I bet them Copenhagen fans are loud tonight. Joey, I sent you a €5 super chat, but it don't see it anywhere. Well, I haven't received it. I ain't received it, mate. So maybe you done it wrong. God knows. Thai, yeah. I love a Thai. Absolutely love a Thai. Not a big fan of a Chinese. Danish? What, a Danish takeaway? What's that? Croissants. God, voice went high pitch. Pedro Neto. He's running down the right. He's fucking dynamite. His first name is Pedro and his last name's Neto. Pedro Neto, baby. Pedro Neto, oh. Here's a dangerous question that I need you lot to answer for me. Do I go and put this hummus back in the fridge? Or do I let it sit out for 90 minutes? I don't really want to leave you now. I've got you here. So I think the hummus is going to have to sit out. If it goes bad, it goes bad. Is that actually a charm? Don't know if it's caught on yet, but I like it. Pretty sure I made it up. Score predictions, quick! Turkish. I have Turkish all the time. My daughter's half Turkish. My missus is a Turk, so a lot of Turkish cuisine. A lot of optimism in the chat. I'm liking it. I'm liking these score predictions. I think Copenhagen are going to come out lively, aggressive, looking for something. And I think we're going to put them away. 3-0. 3-0 Chelsea. That's what I'm going for. Is the lighting alright? Everything's alright? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit paranoid. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Your missus is a Turk. That is so cool. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, she's sort of a Turk. Turkish Cypriot. So, the Cypriot side. Oh, Max Demir Maris. Legend. 1999. But it just comes up with goal. Max, get a question in, mate. You can't be super chatting me like that and then not asking me a question. I want to answer a question for you. But thank you so much, Max Demir Maris. Or Maris. Max, thank you very much, bro. You're an absolute legend. He's just sent a gif, I think you can call it, of goal. But thank you, Max. I'll keep an eye on the chat. If you can get a question in, don't send it again as a super chat. I'll answer it. Let's get ready to start the clock, baby. We're underway. Come on, Chelsea. Fucking love European nights at the bridge. And I was offered a ticket to go tonight. I was offered a couple of tickets, actually. Mate, do you know what, yeah? I know it's weird, right? Like, you know, there's been the chat of, like, you know, ticket availability becoming hard to get. And, I might sound like a cock saying this because I've been offered them by different, like, companies and whatnot. But I've been offered tickets for this match, which I can't go to. Because I've got a fight in a couple of weeks, and I know what happens, mate. I go up Stamford Bridge, I get smashed. So I'd rather do the live stream for you guys. I've been offered tickets for the Spurs match. We'll probably go there. And I've been offered tickets for the Ipswich match. But I can't go to that one because around the time Ipswich and Chelsea are playing on that Stamford Bridge pitch, I will be in the dressing room warming up for my fight because it's on the same day. Yes, most legit trapper. Thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate it. Oh, Joey, legend. But where the hell is Josh? Where is Josh? I don't know. You tell me. Josh is at home, I believe. Surprised he's not streaming it himself if he's not there, which he's not. Right, I will... Oh, Max. Fucking hell, man. Gutting. I'm really, really sorry to hear that, man. Really, really sorry. Yes, we will get a win, for your grandpa. Oh, mate. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. I lost the plot when my nan died. She was like my best friend in the world, and I grew up at my nan and granddad's house, and went through a really horrible time. It's horrible, really, really horrible, and I think that some people downplay it sometimes. Not downplay it, but like sometimes, you know, when you hear people go, "Oh well, they had a good innings" and stuff like that, and it's like it doesn't make it any easier. So yeah, Max, I'm really, really sorry to hear that. Really sorry. I hope you're doing all right, mate. And listen, better times are ahead. I'm not going to give you the usual shit that people say, like, "I hope you're all right," you know, because it don't get easier. You always still miss people, but you just learn to live with it a little bit more. But Max, I'm really sorry to hear that, mate, and I hope that you and all of your family are doing as well as can be. Big love, Max. Right, Copenhagen on the attack here. And a ball whipped in, early header. But it's the roof of the net. Yeah, the chat are showing Max some love. Good stuff, people. What's my choice of beer at the bridge? Well, only really a singer, innit? Or, I think it's a singer, or what's the other one? They don't do Chang. It's a singer, or... not sure. Who is inverting? It looks like it's going to be Big Bag Joshua Changpong inverting, to be honest. Which would be good. I like to see him do this role. Big Trev out on the right-hand side with the ball right now. I love Trevor Chalobah. Thoughts on Buddy Ashil left back? Again, I'd have to say it's not a left back, is it? It's not left back. It's left-sided centre back in a back three. And my thoughts on him are that he's been good there under Enzo Maresca. I really do think that. Guys, I'm going to keep a close eye on the game for this one. Obviously, I get a little in my ear when the super chats come in. Any super chats will obviously be prioritised over the chat. I will make sure that I read them out straight away for you guys. If you do send a super chat in, I know that sometimes I get them and it's just like, you know, up to Chelsea or whatever. But make use of it. I'm going to read it out. So send a question, anything you want to know, or a shout out you want, anything like that, and I'll get it done. Copenhagen starting lively here. Starting like they want to get at us, which will leave spaces open. And I think a certain little Pedro Neto might be able to penetrate those spaces. Shaky start? Nah. Only the away fans you can hear at the bridge. Mate, when you got a load of Danes that have travelled over to London, boozed up, you're going to hear them. You're going to hear them. Once we get going, we should be all right. We should be all right. Trust me, we're going to get a foothold in this game in a minute. It's only been 5 minutes. We're going to get a foothold in it. And it's all going to be good, baby. It's all going to be good. What do we think of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall starting this game? For me, he needs to do something. Is this drastic to say this? He needs to do something. Sancho dispossessed there. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall needs to do something in this game for me to not feel like I would immediately sell him in the summer. To be honest. Is that drastic? Is that too much? I don't know it is. I don't know it is. What am I doing? Oh, I'm moving things about. Enzo Fernandez, the captain for the evening. He's just about got the ball. Oh, got the ball into the box. Played the little 1-2 there. I believe with Pedro Neto. But it meets the first man. Emilio Fazone, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. 199, big up Emilio Fazone. If you ever send a super chat, get a question in with it. Get a question in. But if not, shout out Emilio Fazone. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall's whack, no effort, and always passes it right back to the guy who gave it to him. I would agree with 2 out of 3 of those statements. I don't think it's that he makes no effort. I don't think it is. 80 million release clause for Enzo. There's not an 80 million release clause for Enzo. He's signing for 100 odd million. There's no way going to be an 80 million release clause. That would be ridiculous business. So, yeah, nah. There's not an 80 million release clause. I don't know where you've read that. But I can tell you without even researching it and looking into it, there's not an 80 million release clause. You don't sign someone for 115 million euros or whatever it was, which is about 100 million quid, and put an 80 million release clause in there. So, yeah. Jordan Bailey, yes, bro. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I hope you are doing good, Jordan, mate. Big up, Jordan. He's a big watcher of the channel, and brother of one of my best friends. So, big up, Jordan. He's a legend. Right, Chelsea applying some pressure in. Nice from Tyrant George, but cut out. There's goals in this game, by the way. There's definitely goals in this game. Scott, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. If up to you, would I keep Sancho next season? I would keep Sancho if we could keep him on a price tag of around 100 grand a week. And if you look at that in line with our other earners and whatnot, you know, we were paying Mudryk 80 grand a week. I believe he's 20 grand a week better than Mudryk. I know the stats don't really show that with Jadon Sancho, but I do think there's a good player there, and I think on his day he really switches it on. That day needs to come a little bit more often, but I think the consistency from Jadon Sancho is quite good. His ball retention's quite good. I wouldn't keep him on 250 grand a week or something like that. And it's really weird, right, Scott, because, you know, back in the day, we didn't really think about players' wages. Like, we didn't really care about players' wages. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I love him, but not for 300 grand a week, I won't. You know what I mean? So, who knows? At the minute, you know, you got Man United sitting, 15th in the table. Let's be honest, right? If the promoted teams weren't so weak, there'd be in a real relegation battle. And they're paying like 80% of the wages for Jadon Sancho and for Marcus Rashford, who are both at clubs competing for Champions League football. Chelsea win a corner there. Nice. Yes, Jordan. Thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate it. True hardcore on the live. Up the bridge. Up the fucking Chelsea. Yes, Jordan's at the bridge. On the live. Yes, Jordan. Legend. You know, whenever I'm up Stamford Bridge, 1-0 Fiorentina, whenever I'm up Stamford Bridge, yeah, people are like, oh, look, Joey's there and whatever, like randoms and that. And one thing that gets said to me quite often, hold up. Yeah, one thing that gets said to me quite often is people go, well, you're quite short in real life, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. Thanks for noticing. Corner whipped in, Caicedo on it. Copenhagen breaking on us there. But good challenge by Moises Caicedo. The best midfielder in world football. Argue with it. Argue with it at your own peril. You will lose. Moises Caicedo is the best footballer. The best footballer? Yeah, go on, the best footballer. He's the best footballer in world football. No, he's definitely the best midfielder. Oh, we love to see it. Man United 1-0 down. Yes. Although I did have a bet with Josh that Man United would go further than Spurs. Someone in the chat saying, I love your positivity, man. Like, while majority of the fan base are negative, your videos make me feel optimistic about the future of our club. I'm not necessarily trying to make you feel optimistic. I'm glad it does do that, but I'm just trying to be authentic to myself. Oh, shot from Copenhagen, blocked. We need to... Jorgensen, I don't like that positioning there. It's gone out. It's gone out for a goal kick. I'm not necessarily trying to inspire optimism for the future. Like, I get people on my videos going, oh, definitely a brown envelope job, this bloke. And it's like, do you not realise, like, I can... do you know how many times I've said, like, I don't like Igbali? You know what I mean? So many times I've said, like, yeah, this is shit what they done. It's shit what they did with Conor Gallagher and João Felix and whatever. I've criticised the board and all of that so many times. But at the same time as that, I'm just not a negative person. And I don't choose to live my life in a negative way. And I don't choose to, like, you know, I don't know, like, I just, mate, like, there's a lot of serious things going on in life. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea on the attack here. There's a lot of serious things going on in life. There's a lot of serious things going on in everyone's life, including my own. You know, I've had of recent probably, well, no, definitely, I've had the worst 2 weeks of my life recently. Like this 2 weeks just gone that I've had in years, since long before I started YouTube, since about 2021, so 4 years. Worst 2 week period of my life. Things have been awful. The bad news just has kept coming, you know, and there's been shit things happening, and it kind of, as much as like, yeah, Chelsea winning and losing affects my mood. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall dribbling his way out there, passes the ball back eventually though. As much as Chelsea winning and losing affects my mood, when I'm feeling down, which I have been feeling down a lot recently, if I've got the option to make a video, to have a laugh with Josh, to be a bit more light-hearted, and to look at the positives rather than the negatives when there are positives, you know, what's that? 4 out of 5 games we've won now, then I'll do that. And if that annoys you, then you can watch another channel. Cucurella, Enzo, Caicedo, Neto, Cole, Reece, Core 2026 season. Yeah. I'd add Trevor Chalobah to that. I love him. Petrovic maybe. But I wouldn't mind going and signing Kelleher, the Liverpool goalkeeper. Drew Gav, thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate that. Top man. Sean Garrity, big love. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Justin, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Listen, one thing that always makes me happy is you lot. 100%. I'm very, very blessed to have the hardcore, you know, the subscribers that I do, and I get it, we won't agree with things every single time, but, you know. Apparently United have scored. Right, come on, Pedro. The goalkeeper's fucking nearly an hour off there. We need to get a bit of balance in this game and just start to... I know people won't like this, but even if it's in our third, like our back third, just start to get a hold of the ball, start to pass it around a bit. Here we go. That was a nice little back heel there. And then the turn. You've got to release him quicker. There. We've given away possession in a position that could have been fruitful for us. You know, when Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall signed for the club, yeah, I wasn't expecting miracles. I wasn't expecting him to be one of our best players, but I thought he'd be a very good little option to have in some of these matches and off the bench. I thought he'd be creative. Yeah, and he just hasn't. He's just done nothing. He's shown nothing so far, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Oh, Changpong's just been done round the outside. Copenhagen corner. Oh, was it a Changpong? Sorry, it was Benoit Badiashile. Was it Benoit Badiashile? Yep, sorry. My eyesight's awful. Badiashile. No, it was a Changpong and then Badiashile cleared it. Emilio, nervous to ask for a photo when I see you at the bridge. Mate, come and ask for a photo whenever you want. If I'm up at Stamford Bridge, everyone's asking for a photo, so you definitely don't feel nervous to come and ask for a photo, mate. I expect it when I go to Stamford Bridge. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll get a weird, not a weird one. Like, I'm happy to take pictures of anyone. Like, it sometimes still baffles me that people even want to take pictures of me. But sometimes, like, I don't know, I'll be in the BP garage, or like I'll be in Sainsbury's and someone will ask for a picture and I'll be like, what? Like, you know what I mean? But at Stamford Bridge, I expect it, and I'm usually drunk, and you know, you'll get a good interaction off me when I'm pissed as well. So yeah, always come and ask for a picture. Don't worry. Don't worry. Someone saying, brah, even United play better than this. Listen, we're leading on aggregate. We're 20 minutes in. Gives a chance. Gives a chance, Simon. Gives a chance. That was Ant and Seb. But yeah, I mean, we are playing pretty shit. I won't argue with you. But yeah. Hey mate, had to come by just to see if you're actually watching the game. Just joking, good to see ya. Listen, what do you think that every other live streamer does, by the way? Do you think every other live streamer just looks down the camera the whole time? Yep, I'm not gonna watch the game. I'm not gonna watch the game, I'm just gonna watch the chat. Of course I'm watching the game, but you gotta flick between the two. And I know you're joking, but it did annoy me when I was getting that in the comments going, oh, well, you're not even watching the game. It's like, no, I'm watching the game. I'm trying to also keep an eye on the chat, because the live streams are the way of communicating with people, which is important. But yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the game. If I hear the super chat go off in my ear, I will be straight there for it to read up your questions and shout you out, whatever you want. They're making it tight for us here, Copenhagen. Decent little side. Here we go. That's the Chelsea. That's a Copenhagen free kick. Fuck off. I thought Caicedo won us a free kick there. I tell you what. Nah, it's got to be a Chelsea free kick, innit? This is a completely different Copenhagen side in terms of their intensity. Yeah, Chelsea free kick. In terms of their intensity in comparison to that first game. Because the first game, they were very much sitting behind the ball. Ball whipped in. There you go. Oh, mate, that was a good delivery as well. Some people will say that was overcooked. That was a good delivery. If we were quicker out of traps, maybe someone would have been offside, but maybe someone would have got to that. Was it a good delivery? Let me have a look. It was. It was. I think that maybe Benoit Badiashile, I mean, it's not his forte, is it? But could have been quicker out of traps and could have got a long toe on that. Hey Joey, did you already talk or make a video about the TKO and Turkey collab? No. I haven't yet. This decent little side is controlling the game at Stamford Bridge, amigo. Two best chances are theirs and better patterns of play. That's why I said they're a decent little side. Watch your full-time score, we'll beat them. Who cares? You're saying it like I'm being massively disrespectful to them. I said they're a decent little side. They're a decent little side. And they're controlling the game at Stamford Bridge. We're 22 minutes in, mate. Everyone at half-time, not everyone, but a lot of people at half-time in the first one were going, Maresca out, Maresca out. We come out, we score straight away. Then we score again. Things change. What I'm not, and what you'll never get from this channel, is overreactionary commentary. So I'm not going to be overreaction. Oh, it's 22 minutes in. We haven't scored a goal. What the fuck? Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. Things are liven up. The game's just started. Chill out. Enzo Maresca's grown his beard. Nice. I've had the tash shaped to perfection. A la Manscaped. Water break, what the fuck? Yeah, I know. Fiorentina, 2-0 up. What's that? Does that put them up on aggregate? I believe it does. They're the If you want that, watch Rory. Yeah, agree. Although he doesn't really cover Chelsea, does he? Covers everything but. Unless it's... Maresca needs to leave. Watching from Australia through the eyes of Joey. Ryan, nice one, bro. Maresca giving instructions. We're scoring soon. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Clip it. First time we've seen Joey being overreactionary. Being overreactionary about being underreactionary. Rory is the anti-Joey. Arsenal fan. Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Copenhagen breaking on us here. They're looking to whip balls in the box. There you go. That one's cut out. Dewsbury Hall do sent with this. Oh, backwards pass straight away. But there we go. Fuck's sake. Dewsbury Hall, you were a creative player at Leicester. What has happened? I'm sure, man. This fella was creative at Leicester. Linus, what's happening, bro? How's things? Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. I really appreciate that. I just tuned in. How are we looking? Oh, we're playing terrific. We're playing terrific. Chances are plenty. No, we're playing shit at the minute so far, mate. We haven't been able to string more than 3 or 4 passes together. And the 2 best chances have come to Copenhagen so far. But let me give you a little bit of cause for optimism, Linus. Copenhagen are looking massively more incentivized in this match, which obviously the fact that they're, trailing on aggregate means that they need to be. They definitely need to be. So they're pushing them further up. And if we can start to play better and find those creative passes, whether they come from Caicedo, from Enzo and whatnot, then there will be room for us to operate in. It's not the Copenhagen of the game before where they had 10 men behind the ball. So there we go. But yeah, good to hear from you, Linus. That's Caicedo's 4-2. Poor pass. Yeah, but from an absolute baller. Is Caicedo the best signing since Roman Abramovich left? That's the question. Because a lot of people obviously say Cole Palmer, but he's having his first sort of drier spell, really, at the minute, isn't he, Cole Palmer? And obviously, Caicedo, I mean, mate, he had a bad first game against West Ham, and I've, not to memory, seen him have a bad game since. Not to memory, I haven't. He might have had one. Him and Kukurea. Yeah, can't massively disagree with it. Palmer, money tag counts too. Yeah, I agree with that. Axel the Sassy, we can't forget about. Great signing. Terrific little player. I would say best signing under Clear Lake. What are we thinking? Koulibaly? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? João Felix round 2? Yeah, Palmer was a lot less money, you're right. There we go. Now let's do something with it. Counter. You need to be quicker to get round the outside there, Joshua Changpong. I know you're in a new role. You're inverting for the first time, but we need you to be a little bit quicker to make that run for Enzo Fernandez. Not got many options on here. Esteval. Can't wait to see him next season. And we say next season, mate, we're in the Club World Cup, aren't we? So it's almost kind of this season that we're going to see Esteval. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to it big time. Dewsbury Hall tries to control it. He's back on the ball now. Sancho making a run at the defender. Back to Dewsbury Hall. There's a pass on there, but goes backwards. And then so much of it is left up to the defenders to do. Pedro Neto out on the left-hand side here. Here we go. Josh Chankong, have a crack, mate. Oh, no. Caicedo back to Trev. Oh, yes! Liking that from Trev, but then he gets tackled. Super chat come in. Lewis Amadarius. Thank you very much for the super chat. Shout out Luis Amadarius. Caicedo, most important signing and best midfielder in the world. I won't argue it. I will not argue it. I won't argue it. Chat, do me a favour. Run up the likes on this one right now. That'd be very handy. But also, let me know, without Cole Palmer on the field right now, who would you have on penalty duty if we were to get one? Who would you have taking a penalty? I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat, guys, but I need to keep an eye on the match. Now, that was well taken down from King and Dewsbury Hall there. But again, it is passed backwards. It's always a backwards pass. I thought we were bringing in a creative player. It would pass forward. And, yeah, takes a bit of bottle sometimes. Enzo, yeah, I'd probably go Neto. Ah, Spurs are 1-up. That means it's 1-1 on aggregate. Enzo, yeah, I'd probably go Neto over Enzo as penalty taker. Trev, I like it. Like it. Champions League, who's going through? Real Madrid or Arsenal? Obviously. That one is going to be Real Madrid. Do you know what? You lot might think I'm mad, yeah? I've got a sneaky feeling that Aston Villa are going to squeeze past PSG. And I was listening to Talk Sport earlier, right, for my sins. And Cundy and O'Hara are chatting. And O'Hara says, like, oh, I'd quite like Aston Villa to win it. And Cundy went, why? That's mad. I don't want Aston Villa to win it. I don't want Aston Villa or Arsenal to win it. I understand not wanting Arsenal to win it. And he went, O'Hara went, oh, well, you know, it's a little bit like Leicester winning the Premier League. Like, you want the underdog to win it type thing. Aston Villa, who were playing Championship football 4 seasons ago, you know, it would be quite cool if they won the Champions League. And I don't really know how I feel about it, because I wouldn't like the fact that Aston Villa have won one more recently than we've even qualified for one, of course. But at the same time, I wouldn't begrudge Villa of winning a Champions League. But here's the bit that got me. Right? And this is why TalkSport is just... Oh, I don't even want to say what I want to say. Here's the bit that got me, right? O'Hara then turns to... Cundy then turns to O'Hara, and I love Jason Cundy, but Jason Cundy then turns to O'Hara, and he went, mate, what? You would want Aston Villa to win their first Champions League before you've won one in Spurs. You want another team to win their first Champions League before you've won one, and it's like, Cundy, bro, you do realise Villa have won the Champions League. Like, you know when teams count up their European Cups, yeah? They don't, like Real Madrid's however many they've got, a lot of them were obviously before it was called the Champions League. It was the European Cup. You know what I mean? So, Villa have already won one, haven't they? How many have Villa won? I think Villa, no, Forest have won 2. They defended it and won it back to back. But Villa have won a Champions League, haven't they? So, yeah, I mean, to be on TalkSport and not know that is weird. But yeah, I got a sneaky feeling they make it past PSG. I think this PSG side's better than they were. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. Not a great first half from Chelsea Football Club here. I would have expected a little bit more control of the game, being that we've got the big dogs on in Caicedo and Enzo. But at the same time, I wouldn't rule us out from catching something on the counter-attack. Now, at half-time, I'm going to have a quick chat with you lot. Or if any super chats come in, I'll obviously answer them first. But I'll have a quick chat with you lot at half-time about my fight, because it's been announced now. As for now, Caicedo's just been fouled. Always give him a little push. Nice, we like a little bit of spite. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with a little bit of spite. Fans at Stamford Bridge have been so quiet recently. Depends where you're sat, man. If you're in the Matthew Harding lower, I wouldn't say they're quiet. But yeah, that's 1 stand out of 4. So I suppose I could agree with you at times. When I've gone to like hospitality games and we're sitting in the West View, it's a great view of the game, but the atmosphere is non-existent. No one sings. It's just, yeah, the atmosphere is non-existent. But I was at the Spurs game last season, the 2-0 win at Stamford Bridge. We were in the shed lower that day. And yeah, we were absolutely having it, terrorising the Tottenham fans. I remember there was this one Tottenham fan that was like leaning over, giving it all match until Chelsea went 1 up. And then because he was front row in the upper, everyone was singing towards him. Tyrant George, come on now, burst of pace. He's really stretching his legs here. Oh, and he's overcooked the pass. Pedro Neto will be frustrated with that one, yeah. Because he was there, he was in the right place, but I think the problem here is this front line has not, has not played much football together. I think that losing Jackson was huge for us. I think that people only... There's that saying in life, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And just because Jackson was on a dry spell, I think that there was a lot of people that didn't realise his importance to us and just how important he is. And the answer is, he's very important, mate. He's very important. How'd you get tickets? I got a membership but can never seem to get them. Just through having so many links at the club, as in just through people. If I send a text to, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 of my people at the club, not at the club, like not that work for the club, just like people that have always gone Chelsea for my whole life, then yeah, I'd always be able to get tickets. I used to work. Does anyone know CFC UK? Here you go. Pedro Neto has gone through. Ball's got away from him. Keeper was quick off his line. Does anyone know CFC UK? It's the matchday programme made by the fans for the fans rather than the £10 matchday programme. So it's fanzine, yeah? And you go, fanzine, only £1. That was my job. That was what I done back in the day. I used to go out to Stamford Bridge, work for the writer of it, a fella called Dave Johnston, and I used to sell fanzines for £1, and I think I used to get about 20 pence or 25 pence of every fanzine that I sold. And I remember on the day of the open top parade, when we won the Premier League, I would have been 12, and I made about 55 quid that day. and that was a lot of money then. I remember I was able to get a pair of Nike Air Forces for 35 quid and 4 Nike t-shirts, 4 for 20 quid. So yeah, I was buzzing with that back in the day. Linus, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Linus, you're a legend, man. Love ya. I think playing Caicedo every single minute is going to haunt us at some point. If he gets injured, we can screw Champions League football 100%, in my opinion, because Lavia's never fit. I'd agree with you. If he gets injured, then yeah, it will fuck things up for Champions League football. It definitely will. But at the same time as that, we're in the running, mate. We're in the running now. We're out of both cup competitions domestically. We've got 10 games to go in the league. We could potentially have, around a 16... We'd have a quarter-final, 2 legs, a semi-final, 2 legs, that's 4 games, then a final. We potentially got 15 games to go this season after tonight. And we need our best players. We do. And I know that footballers play more football than ever nowadays, and the travel that comes with that being in European competitions. But unfortunately, we just got to run with it, I think. We really do. I'd be surprised to not see Caicedo bought off here today. Dewsbury Hall. He gets it across. Oh! Cleared. Well, not cleared. Kicked up in the air. A little bit better from KDH. A little bit better from Dewsbury Hall. Would I sell Madueke for 40 million? No. No, I wouldn't. Matty Dav, what's that then, bro? You can't be trying very hard to get tickets. There was loads of spares for today's game and Leicester's game. You're not on about me, huh? Cool. I could have got tickets for both games. Yeah, Matty Dav. Matty Dav's the man. You lot all know Matt. Oh, nearly a chance there for Copenhagen. Yeah, Matt's one of my go-tos. My first go-to probably nowadays, Matty Dav. Matty Dav, they call him the postman, mate. They do call him the postman because when he says he's going to deliver, he fucking delivers. And I'm hoping that he's going to deliver me a couple of tickets for Fulham away because that's after my fight. And then we can go and sink a few pints. Matt, we went Fulham away together last year, didn't we? I think we did. Was that last season? That was, wasn't it? When Cucurella played right back and... Ooh! And Levi Colwell set up Mudryk. I'm sure that was last season. And me and you was in the boozer getting pissed together before. Are you training for the fight? No. No training. Just going to rock up on the night, hope for the best. Is it Afghan Dan? Afghan Dan style. Turn my back when I'm swinging punches. Call some training. Call some training. Oh, the fella in the chat saying he had a membership. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't really struggle for tickets, man. I got Dave, I got Matty Dav. Got a few other links up there that can usually get me them. And if I put it up on my story, normally people to get me them. Matty Dav has some of the best tattoos I've ever seen. Here we go. Pedro Neto, you've gone through. Take the shot on. Take the shot on. I need to see that back. There wasn't many appeals from the Chelsea players. Pedro Neto obviously going down in the box. But yeah, no penalty. No VAR check. Let's see this. Yeah, no penalty for me. He was already going down. We got a photo with me, you, Alex, and Carefree Lewis. Yes, I remember it. Yeah. So, Matt, what are you saying? We're going Fulham away or not? I want to go up there and get fucking hammered. I ain't been drinking, obviously, because of the fight. So I haven't had a drink since, like, I don't know, for like a month or so. And I can't wait to get up Chelsea and get fucking hammered. And to be honest, once the fight's done, I can't tell you who, but I've signed a contract to go straight in if I win, when I win, with another big name in the lightweight division. So I don't know how soon that game will be, so I'll have a small window of opportunity where I can get to the games. Oliver Russ, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that. Top man. Yesterday, when I was watching the Madrid game, and dear God, I missed 3 players. Damn how good we'd be with having Courtois, Rudiger, and the Galdog right now. I agree with you. I just seen Cole Palmer warming up. He's going to come on. He's going to score. Called it. Heard it here first. It is happening. I don't know when he's coming on, but he'll probably come on second half. Cucurella warming up as well there. And Matisse Amargu warming up there. Oliver, who would you want back most at this point right now out of Courtois, Rudiger and the Galdog? As much as I love the Galdog, I think the answer's obvious, isn't it? It's Thibaut Courtois. Even though I don't really feel like Courtois likes Chelsea. Like, I don't feel like he holds that softer spot for us, even though he won a Premier League of us. Bring back Carlo Cudicini, for fuck's sake. Boys FC, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Private King Free. Yes, you can get a shout out, mate. Shout out Private King Free. I don't even know. Jose Aldo next. Oh, mate, I'd love it to be. I'd punch Jose Aldo's head in. Listen, I'm fighting a 5-time world champion kickboxer. There you go, half time. I'll speak about the fight, but just for the minute. Half-time thoughts. Right. So, I think that was a poor first half from Chelsea. I think that we started to get control of the game slightly more in the last 20 minutes. But the lack of game time that front line has shared with each other was clearly on display there. Not a lot of telepathy between them. Not a lot of passages of play really between them, and not a lot of understanding there. We saw the likes of Cole Palmer warming up. We saw the likes of Cucurella warming up, and maybe they'll be needed in the second half. However, I don't imagine them coming on for some of the less mature players within the side. So say, for example, you know, a Tyreek George, someone like that. I would imagine that they would actually come on for probably maybe more like the likes of Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo to rest them off and rest them legs for the Arsenal game. So, yeah, 0 attempts on goal. Yeah, not great, but give us until 90 minutes to make our decision, because it was an awful first half performance first time out against Copenhagen. For me, at this point in the season, what matters is winning games and going through games, you know. If it was 0-0 at the end of the match, I'm not going to be throwing my toys out the pram. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Joey, mate, would you have Pereira in a fight? No, he's massive compared to me. I'm only 5'6", 5'7". Yeah. So not great at half time, but hopefully better things to come. Right. So, I've been teasing you lot with this fight announcement for ages, haven't I, right? And basically, I'm fighting a guy called Andy Howson. Now, Andy Howson was... Andy Howson had his first world title fight when I was in high school. And I'm 30. Do you know what I mean? So this guy was kickboxing for world titles 15 years ago. Yeah. Obviously he's older than me, but 5-time world champion. And despite the fact that he's a fair bit older than me, I can't write him off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the last thing that goes is your power. When you've mixed at that sort of level, and I'm talking about professional fights, he's had, I believe, 109. I think he's had something like 86 wins, 12 losses, something like that. Which might not be 109, but either way, that's his record, about 86 wins, 12 losses, something like that. People, the viewers always go up during the half time, so smash the like button right now. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, so he has a real winning record, holds a lot of power in his hands. I've seen him dropping people. He was a world champion on one championship, 4 times world champion, and on other platforms, WBC world champion, because WBC do kickboxing. So it's a big step up for me. It's a tough test, big step up, but I'm always confident. I'm always confident. So yeah, it's April the 12th. It's in Leeds. It's the day that Chelsea play Ipswich, and I'm boxing a Leeds fan in Leeds. You know what I mean? Chelsea against Leeds. People that know about the rivalry there will know. It's a weird one because it's not a derby, but there's a rivalry. There's one team I don't like, and it's Leeds. Boys FC, Joey, watching your videos makes my day. Thank you, mate. It makes my day to hear that I am making your day. You're a legend. Boys FC, big up. Thank you very much. If anyone's got anything weird and wonderful, any questions, I always say, if it's a super chat, I'll answer anything. I will answer any question, providing it's a super chat. So if it is a super chat, it can be as out there as you want. I get people asking me my body count. I get people asking me all sorts. But I'll always answer. Someone said we're getting dominated. We're not getting dominated, are we? We're not getting dominated. We're not playing well. Hardly dominated. Dominated would mean that 78% of the game has been played in our final third, and that just ain't happened. Do you know what I mean? We've been poor in our creativity. We've been poor in actually getting on the ball and putting passes together, but dominated, no thanks. You can look at the stats and you can go, oh, they've had 4 shots, we've had none, but we're not getting dominated. We're playing shit. But playing shit and getting dominated is 2 different things, because we're playing shit as to what we should be doing, as to the quality that we've got. So there you go. Potterball was better. I'll tell you what, Potter wasn't bad in European competition. I was at the game against AC Milan when we smashed them. That was the pot dog. Yeah. Roman Abramovich, do you want me to come back, mate? Yes, please. I'd love you to, Roman. End zone risk is a scam, so we can't break down a team that play a low block. I mean, we were breaking down teams that were playing low blocks at the start of the season for fun, mate. You know what I mean? We were coming up against teams that were playing low blocks, and we were breaking them down. And again, mate, like, I get accused sometimes of, oh, are you watching the same match? Are you watching this match? Because this team aren't playing a low block. This ain't a low block from this Copenhagen side, by the way. You might not be referring to this match, but yeah, I'll tell you what, it's lovely to see Frank Lampard doing good things with Coventry in the Championship. I'd love him to get him promoted, but then they won't stay up. But I still love it. I still love it. Yeah, when they do go forward, they are committing bodies forward Copenhagen. And that's where I think that we need to take a chance on the counter-attack. Because let's be honest, one game kills this off. Then they have to go all-out attack. And when you do that, You know, when you go swinging, you leave your chin exposed. Am I coming to America for the Club World Cup? I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to. But unless, someone's paying me to go out there, which I'm sure the big dog might be able to sort out for me and him to go out there, unless someone's paying us to go out there and it's lucrative, then I probably won't be, to be honest, because around that time it's going to be, what is it? When is it? Club World Cup. Oh no, she'll only be however many months. I don't know. I've got a baby on the way, basically. Don't know if I should have said that on the stream, but I have. Callum H99, thank you for the super chat, bro. I hope you're well. Feels like there's no connection anymore. I get it, and off that first half, like, I wouldn't argue against it. But let's see. Let's see it full time, because if the first half, is anything to go by, the second half ain't great, then yeah, I'd agree with you. I'd say it was a match where it felt like there was no connection. But if the second half gets better and we liven up like we did in the second half against Copenhagen, then yeah, I'll change my mind on that. There's a few players that have been alright. I think Enzo Fernandez has been alright. Pedro Neto's made a few decent runs, but not quite got it. A lot of people saying congratulations. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah. I don't know the sex yet. Hopefully a little boy. I want a little boy. Or I'll just do what normal people do and just let it get till 16 and choose. Joey doing what Chelsea can't, finishing strong. Yeah, the swimmers are swimming. Do you know what someone said about, I hope clear late by my son? I don't think I'd let my son box, but I'd let my daughter learn to box at least, because I think self-defense for a woman is good to have. My daughter's already pretty tasty. She can throw a right hand. She hits me all the time, to be fair. So yeah. Don't call him Kieran. I never did. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Kiernan, that's his name. God, seen a few Maresca outs. Can't believe Josh is pregnant. Congrats, lads. Yes. How much super chat to name the child? It'd have to be a lot, because you shouldn't tell people your baby's names, because then people steal them. But I'll give you a clue. My, if it's a boy, it's gonna be a name of a past or present Chelsea player. There you go. How much for a super chat for me to name what my son's gonna be called? Fucking hell, 50 quid. It'd be a lot. Cost you a lot. $50 or 50 quid it'd take. Project Lamps, congrats, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'd much rather, if I had a son, him be a footballer than I would him be a boxer, because like boxing's it took a lot of brain cells off of me. I honestly though, like, I've got a brain scan in a couple of weeks. I shouldn't say this. I've got a brain scan for my next Misfits fight. But like, there are things in my day-to-day life that having boxed for 10 years now, and very stupidly back in the day, like, didn't ever used to wear a head guard and stuff. And I've been in some tough fights. Having boxed for all that time, literally none of you have got the name, by the way. Having boxed for all that time, there are things like that I do forget on a day-to-day basis. Like, out the front of my flats, there's like road parking, and like I've either parked like up the left or up the right of the road, and every single day without fail, I walk out the gates of the flats. I don't know whether to turn left or right. I can't remember where I parked my car the night before. Sometimes I get people's names wrong and stuff like that. Like, there's loads. Jimmy Floyd, Joey Bank. No, it's not going to be that. No one's got it. Literally, no one has got the name of what I'd call my son. But yeah, so yeah, you know, it does take its toll on you, and for that reason, I wouldn't want to encourage my son to box if I had a son. But yeah, my little girl, she won't box, like she won't compete, but yeah, Nyla will learn to throw hands. She'll learn to throw hands, 100%. Yeah. So Lenny Pidgley, the Pidge Dog. No, it's not Lenny. Sean Knight Phillips. You know, right? Sorry, I know it's annoying, but I've got to get this off the mic. I got Wright Phillips on the back of my 05 kit. 05-06 season. I got Sean Wright Phillips on the back of it. Yeah. Dennis, nah. What car have I got? I won't say, but nothing nice. Just a banger. Yeah, just a banger. People, I'm not giving away the name unless it comes in as a hefty super chat, and I mean hefty because you shouldn't give them away. I had an incident recently. I told one of my pals one of the names that I liked for potential boy if I was gonna have him, and then my mate ended up calling his son in it. So yeah, it has to be a big super chat. What car have I got? I'm not going to tell you what car I've got, obviously. Nothing good. Nothing great. There's a few things like... yeah, it looks like Palmer and Cucurella coming on. That's good. Is your son named Cole? No. I don't have a son yet. But if it is a boy, then I know what I'm going to name him. And I'm not naming him after this player. It just so happens there's a past or current Chelsea player who has that name, first name. But thank you for the super chat, Kevin. Appreciate that, bro. Right, Cucurella is on. Joshua Changpong is off. What underwear am I wearing? Nothing at the minute. Just got jogging bottoms on. And Cole Palmer's come on for Enzo Fernandez. I did predict that one. Romeo Lavia, I don't think is registered for the Conference League. Best pub in Epsom. Back in the day, it was the Irish, but I haven't really been in there since lockdown. Last time I went to the Irish, I ended up in a fight. Quirdy, thank you very much for the super chat, bro. Right now, who are you taking? Prime Hazard or Prime Drogba? Probably Prime Drogba at the moment for this squad, because we need someone that can finish the ball. Finish the ball, finish the attacks, put the ball in the back of the net. Future boy's name's Peter. No, it's not going to be Peter. You lot are well off. I don't think you lot will get it. I actually don't think you lot will get it. El Rob 26. What's happening, bro? Let's go. Can't wait for your fight. Time to shake back up the division. Yes, I am going to be coming. I'm rocking up to Leeds. In his hometown, by the way. And getting myself a nice, big, dirty knockout. People have underestimated me. Listen, I'm sparring with multiple time national champions, now professionals. One of my main sparring partners has been a boy that's fighting at the O2 next weekend, and I was his last bar of camp yesterday. And look, not too marked up, am I? Not to say he isn't very, very good, but yeah. So yeah, man. Listen, people are writing me off, but there's the Southpaw curse. Joey, I met Caicedo recently in Tesco's Leatherhead. There you go, ball into the back stick. Oh, close. Trevor Chalobah was nearly on that. Is it Cesar Knight? No, it's not. It's not Cesar. It's not Cesar. Okay, someone in the chat got it. But it's not Cesar. Someone in the chat got it. Joey, please have Josh respond to my email. I'm not going to be able to remember your name after the stream. I've been taking too many punches to the head. Can the fight be streamed? Yeah, it's going to be live on DAZN worldwide. Live on DAZN. And if you've got a DAZN subscription, it'll be for free. It's not a pay-per-view card. So the fact that the game isn't wrapped up yet is wild to me. Bro, there were games under Jose Mourinho that were 0-0 at half-time. Loads of times. I was saying this all the time, yeah? Like, you know, like, when Jose first came in, that first season, yeah, we ended up, like, beating the likes of Norwich 5-0. We ended up beating the likes of Newcastle 4-0. I think that was 5-0 that day. But he started off winning games 1-0, 2-0, things like that. Sancho gets a shot off. Cucurella's now taking it down in the box, and it's cut out by the Copenhagen defence. But first shot of the match on target for Chelsea. Harry, no, my son's not going to be called Harry. David after David Hay. What a legend David Hay is. That is a starstruck moment for me meeting David Hay. No, it's not Didier. No. Yeah, that was a starstruck moment meeting David Hay, because it weren't just like, oh, meeting him. It was like he was with us for a good 45 minutes, just chilling, chatting, talking. The timer. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, guys. I'll get the timer on for you. Sorry. There you go. Timer's on for you. I think it's like 2 seconds behind. Is it on? Yeah. 42. Yeah. Cool. Timer's on. It's a couple of seconds behind, but I'm up to date. I'm there. Frank, no. Listen, someone asked earlier. I don't know why everyone's guessing now, because I'm not going to tell anyone, by the way. If you get it right, I'm not going to tell you. Someone said to me, how big would the super chat have to be for you to reveal what you're going to call your son? And I said it would need to be a big one. It would need to be 50 quid minimum. Listen, I'm superstitious, so here we go. Jadon Sancho tries to get past his man, gets tackled in the process. He's down, he's appealing for a foul, but Copenhagen breaking on us here. And there's 4-on-4. Ball into the box. Oh, it's cut back across. Copenhagen have kept it in. They're going to whip it back in. Oh, good. Meets the Chelsea head. But I think that something had occurred. Maybe an offside. What date's your fight? April the 12th in Leeds, in the First Direct Arena. 11,500 seat arena or something, I think that is. Or something like that. Chaz94, thank you very much, bro. I wanted to name the child, not know the name. Oh, fucking hell! For you to name the child, £1 million. £1 million. Imagine you gave it a shit name. No way. Nah. To be honest, you probably won't find out when I do name him, if it's a boy, because I think some people know my daughter's name, like hardcore watchers would know it. Obviously, some of my fight shorts and stuff like that. And now I'm working with a brand that their brand name is the same, which is mad. They obviously reached out to me and were like, "Are you trying to use our brand name?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Oh, it's on your shorts." And I'm like, "It's my daughter's name." And they were like, "Oh, I've never heard someone called that." And I was like, "Yeah, no, that's just my daughter's name." And then, yeah, it turned out that this brand said, "Oh, like we make t-shirts and blah, blah, blah and whatever." And they sent me over a load of them for free. And they're the bollocks. I was like, "Oi, are you like serious? Are you proper? Because we could do something here. And I'm not just on about you send me freebies and me promote you, because I've got 1 million people that do that. But I'm on about like do something proper if you've got a budget." And they're saying they have. So I think that might be a little link up that happens soon. Squawker, no, that's not the brand. Would I let my daughter be a boxer when she grows up? I wouldn't want her to fight competitively, but yeah, teach her how to throw her hands. Self-defense was good for a female. Chelsea playing out from the back here. Oh, Tottenham 2-0 up. Means they're going through. At the minute, as it stands on aggregate, I want a Chelsea goal here. Come on, let's push on. Tyrek George hasn't really had the opportunity to do all that much so far in this game. Oh, Palmer, he's looking for the right pass there. Cucurella cutting it out. This is what I love with Cucurella, man. Cutting the ball out. He's gone through! Oh, yes! Yes! Dewsbury Hall! How has he managed it? Kiernan! You dirty dog! Oh! And this is why I've never doubted him. This is why I've never doubted Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. I've never said he's not creative. I've never said he's not Chelsea standard. I've never said that he's not good enough to get in our team. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Oh, Kiernan, are you Palmer in disguise? Are you? Now, does he get lucky here? No, that's great from Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Never said a bad word, never doubted him. Yep, there you go. He's just told us the name. No, I'm not. Chelsea 1-0 up. There we go. This is what we're fucking talking about. Lovely goal. Now they really need to come for us. No, I'm not naming my boy Kiernan. Chelsea 3-1 up on aggregate against Copenhagen. Now, if I am Enzo Maresca, I'm giving it 5 minutes, 10 minutes max until I sub off Caicedo. Terrific little player. Yeah, he is a terrific little player. Chelsea's back. It's funny, like literally 10 minutes ago I said to people, just give it a minute because, here we go, we're on the attack again here. Cucurella, he livens things up straight away, doesn't he, Cucurella? Legend. Yeah, we're looking more lively here. And those patterns of play I was talking about, we're seeing it a little bit more here. Yes, Cucurella! Love it! Wins a throw-in. Fucking love it. I can see the chat. Someone may have cracked the code. Someone may have cracked the code. Yeah, I think we get a Cole Palmer goal. Who subs off Josh and leaves Kieran and Dewsbury Hall in there? Yeah, I know. I just love how fickle Chelsea fans are. What does fickle actually mean? I don't even know what it means. Oh, Kiernan. Oh, Kiernan. Oh, he comes from Leicester. I'd let him shag my sister. Oh, Kiernan. I can't see that one catching on. Listen, chat. If anyone guesses the name, I'm not telling you. So, but yeah, it's been in there a few times. Drop a true crime episode today, please. We ain't got one ready to drop today, but for the members of the channel, I think it might be Friday, and then for the just normal subscribers, it will go up on Sunday. And the next video is a 2-part podcast. It's going to be, and the first part of that podcast, it's basically going to be about Madeleine McCann, disappearance of Madeleine McCann and whatnot. And the first part of the podcast is us talking about the disappearance, the timeline, what unfolded on the night, and then basically talking about the parents, the neglect, the lies that they told and whatnot, and then questioning were they involved, do they know more than they let on. And then the second part, which we're going to record tomorrow, we'll be speaking about the other suspects, the guy Christian Bruckner, who they believe now did it. And yeah, your sister's name is the same name of someone in a true crime, I remember. Yes, that was a true crime episode where there was a kidnapping of three girls. The girls' names were Michelle Knight, Amanda Berry, and Gina De Jesus. And funnily enough, Michelle Knight had a son, not a brother, but a son called Joey Knight. How mad's that? Mate, the episode of the guy who lied to everyone that had killed his wife was a great episode. Yes, yeah. The 30 questions they refused to answer. Yep. I know that one. Yeah. Oh. I'd give it another 5 minutes tops and get Caicedo off of there, man. I want him as fresh as possible for Arsenal. It's not Lenny, by the way, the name. Here we go, we can break on them now. Pedro Neto, ball to feet, run at him. And the rest of you need to be running to give him support, give him options there. He can't do it all in his own. 4 men around him by that point. Trevor Chalobah. Caicedo puts it onto Palm Dog. The Palm Dog. See, when you put it back there like that, there's not anyone tall, anyone with a real presence in the box that's able to put that one in. So you end up just coming up against them when they do manage to get back into that sort of low block. Thoughts on Leao? Rafael Leao, I've seen him play twice live. and both times he was pocketed by Reece James. But, you know, I know that he is a good player. Do I watch Serie A week in, week out? Nope. So I only really see him when he plays in European competition. Here we go. Oh, Neto. He's got a shot off. Oh, nice shot. Keeper saves it. Third one on target of the match now. Not for him, but for Chelsea. Got a shot off there. That was good. Listen, right? It might not be what you want, but you can't deny that we've levelled up a bit in this second half, compared to the first half. Is it Oscar? No. Need some matchday vlogs on the channel. Matchday vlogs aren't something I'm keen on, you know, because and I'm going to be at risk of sounding like I've got a big ego here, but when I go to games, obviously you got to think, right? You fit 42,000 inside of Stamford Bridge. Subscribers on YouTube, I've got 100,000 odd, 110,000 maybe. TikTok, what's that, like 250,000 or something? Or maybe less, I don't know, 108,000. I don't know what I've got on TikTok. Instagram, 100,000. So what I'm saying is I've got enough people that follow me through Chelsea content, whether it be short form or long form, to fill out Stamford Bridge probably, I don't know, 5-6 times over. So when I go up the bridge, obviously, it's not ever longer than 2 minutes without someone coming over and having a chat with me and saying I watch your podcast and stuff like that. So attention-wise, I'll get it already because people watch the channel. I don't then want to be stood there with a camera because I feel like it brings more attention to myself, and I don't know, it's just a bit... I think that's why I get drunk when I go to Stamford Bridge, and that's why you see me on Chelsea Fan TV smashed, because it's like Dutch courage, because I'm going somewhere where I know that everyone's going to know me, you know? So I end up just getting smashed, because I'm just like, I don't know, just makes the... Not that interactions are awkward anyway, but do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like sometimes, you know, like if I'm just walking, doing my shopping, or just walking through Epsom, and someone will recognise me. Here we go, Palmer. Got a bit of room to run into. Get a shot off, Palmer. Yes! Oh, wide of the post. Left-footed effort from Cole Palmer. Yeah, so sometimes if I'm just... next game I'm going to, probably Fulham. Away. Yeah, so... Or Spurs, actually. Spurs at home, probably. Yeah, so... If I'm just like walking through town, walking through Epsom, and someone will be like, "Oh, Joey, what's happening?" And that, I'm always like, "Oh, yeah, you alright?" Like whatever, and I'll have a chat with them. But you know, sometimes I can't be the version of myself that I am on YouTube, which is like upbeat, bubbly, whatever, because I'm just not feeling it. Nkunku on, Sancho off, by the way. Pretty uninspiring stuff from Sancho so far today. But yeah, when I'm up at the bridge, that's why I'll get smashed when I go to the games and stuff, because I'm like, right, you know, give everyone a good interaction. Joey Knight podcast enjoyer, super chat, legend. I like the name. I love your live streams, mate. Thank you. I love you too. Top man. There's another Joey Knight in the chat. There's two Joey Knights in the chat. There's Joey Knight and Joey Knight podcast enjoyer. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Shout out Joey Knight podcast enjoyer with the super chats. Shout out everyone that's put a super chat in. That was a good ball there, through there. Cucurella, man. When he was playing left back for Brighton, I never predicted that he'd sign for Chelsea. I definitely never predicted that he'd be playing as a inverted 10, almost, for Chelsea. First game you ever went to at the bridge? Mine was Chelsea vs Crystal Palace, 04-05. Lamp scored a banger. I was at that game too. That was 4-1, I believe. Did Palace get a goal through Andy Johnson? It was 4-1, I believe, that game. I was at that game. Lamps did score a banger. Yeah. Right-footed from outside the area. And I remember you really heard the net rattle. I was at that game. First game I ever went to was, I believe, in 2001. It was the 2001-2002 season, I think. I believe it was Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's first season. I think we played Southampton and we beat them. Can't remember the scoreline. I'd have been too young, man. I'd have been like 7. Copenhagen corner. Palmer needs to score in this game to taste blood before the Arsenal game. Yeah, I'd agree. That 04-05 season, there wasn't many home games I missed, if any. It's pretty much a season ticket holder, that season. The Thailand episode was so funny. Need more of those as well. Yeah. A lot of my stories that I could tell would probably get me in hot water, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of them just are not fit for YouTube, unfortunately, because your boy's lived a bit of a crazy life. It is funny, like, there's people that know me through this internet world, through YouTube and whatnot, and Kukureva booking there from the corner. 2 seconds. Oh. Yeah, there's people that know me through the podcast and stuff, and it's like, God, if only you knew. There's been some crazy shit going on in my life. 04-05 was a great season to be a Chelsea fan. Yeah, it was. 03-04 was a very good one too. Claudio Ranieri finishing with us second in the league, only to the Arsenal invincible side. I don't think we got beat by them in that season either. Or we might have been beaten the league by them. I can't remember. I know that Wayne Bridge obviously scored the winner against them at Highbury to get us to the Champions League semi-final, playing Monaco. That's something that still haunts me to this day. We should have been in that final against Jose Mourinho's Porto. We should not have gone out to Monaco. Joey versus Jake Paul. I got you, Joey. I don't know about you. Jake Paul boxes at about £195. I box at 135, so he's £60 heavier, which is what, 5 stone or something? 4 stone? So big. There's about 8-9 weight classes between us. We owe Arsenal a drubbing. They've had the better of us last few years. Yeah, for sure we do. We definitely do. And that's why I think we're going to do it. Thoughts on the new 8-second goalkeeper rule for next season? Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't like the thought of the rules always being changed, like season in, season out. You know what I mean? But that new goalkeeper rule, I don't mind it. It's not the worst thing that has ever happened, is it? Should Chelsea sign Kyle Walker? No, definitely not. I haven't really kept tabs on Kyle Walker at AC Milan, but yeah, nah. Come on, Tyreek George. A lot of our players are just holding on to it for that bit too long, and it gives Copenhagen the chance to reorganise. There, nice. Good from Caicedo. Although it's the 70th minute, I don't want him still on. Get him off. We signed that Matisse Margu. We've hardly given him a minute of football. Just fucking sub him on. We're 2 goals up on aggregate. Get a Margu on. Let him have a runabout. Yeah, that's the ball I wanted to see there. Nice. Taken down. Oh, Keenan Dewsbury Hall reaches out for it and doesn't get it. And now Copenhagen have it in our final third. Down the flank. Pedro Neto. I tell you what, Pedro Neto runs his socks off. Do you know Naeem United? No, who's that? Naeem United. Who's Naeem United? There you go. Great challenge, Caicedo. Now let's get on it. Move the ball forward quick. Tyreek George. Get it to Pedro Neto. Quick. Get it. Why have you shot? That needs to go to Pedro Neto. Selfish. I'm sorry. I know that some of the younger players can be. And I love Tyreek George. But that needed to go to Pedro Neto. That was very selfish from him. We could have gone 2 goals up there. Pedro Neto was in space, on the wing, attacking. He was onside. That ball needed to go across because the shot wasn't really on. You have men in front of you, whereas Pedro Neto could have done something there. Now he has slipped a ball through. Nkunku's onto it. Nkunku shoots. Save from the goalkeeper. What will we do with Sterling and Felix when they come back? Don't know. Maybe. Well, obviously we'll probably look to move them on. Sterling is going to be hard, wages and whatnot. But if not, I don't know. Can they cook? We could get them in the kitchen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do with them. Hold on. Sorry, just need to readjust the camera again. There you go. That's better. Why didn't George pass? Yeah, I know. But it's you get that naivety of youth. And he's just made a good little run there on the wing. Palmer got many men surrounding him. George was there as an option, but he was offside. Then he moves it on to Caicedo once George gets onside. Are you able to share the screen of the match? No, mate. Sorry. That's copyright. Caicedo getting stuck right in here. Oh, he's down injured. He's down injured. Why is he on the pitch? Why is Caicedo still on the pitch, man? Maresca, come on. 74 minutes. We got Arsenal on Sunday. We got fuck all chance of winning that game without Caicedo. He needs to be subbed off right now. He really needs to be subbed off. Yeah, that doesn't look like nothing too bad. Just leg left there a little bit too long. But yeah, it's you know, heart in your mouth type stuff when you see Caicedo go down. He needs to be subbed off. Okay, Reece is warming up. That means Caicedo's coming off. Good. Not even warming up. Reece is getting his top off. Top on. Top off. Top on. And Reece not being involved tonight, I know he was out last time out of illness, could suggest that he'd start against Arsenal. I think he probably will, you know. I think he probably will. But if he does, would he be a right-sided centre-back or would he invert? because Cucurella does such a good job. I don't even want to call it inverting no more, just pushing higher up the field. Oh, Palmer tests the keeper. I think he got a deflection on that one, but tested from the free kick nevertheless. No, it didn't get a deflection. It didn't. I think it was probably going wide, but the keeper held on to it. Do you know what? It's hard. It is hard, right? It's hard to pick from this match, but who would everyone say so far has been man of the match? I think for me the obvious shout's Caicedo. But, and it's obvious because there's not really anyone obvious. I mean, Pedro Neto's put a lot of groundwork in, running, but not really all that much there. Do you give it to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall on the fact he scored a goal? I don't think so, because I think that a lot of his play so far in this match has been lackluster at times. Caicedo just holding on to the ball there. Cool, calm, collective. Is he coming off? Get him off. Yes! Caicedo, absolute legend. He's coming off. He's played 78 minutes. That's about 28 more minutes than I would have liked today. I was talking about Amargu. I forgot we even have Reece on the bench. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Too many minutes tonight for Caicedo, in my opinion. But, listen, we're through. We're through. People saying Kiernan Dewsbury Hall man of the match. I don't know. I don't think I'd say that. I'd say Caicedo man of the match for me. I'd say Caicedo man of the match. What players currently on loan do you want to see part of the squad next season? Andre Santos, 100%. Kendry Paez, who we know will be, and Esteval. People, I'll be putting out my post-match review straight away after the game. By the way. So, if there's any specific questions that you want answered, now's your chance. Get him in now. Get him in the super chats, and I'll make sure there won't be a super chat that comes in. There never has been a super chat that's come in that I haven't answered, and answered pretty much within 30 seconds to a minute of it coming in. So until then, I'm watching the game. I want us to see this out. If you want something answered, someone shout it out or whatever, get it in as a super chat and I'll make sure it gets done. If not, eyes on the game and I'll be sort of sporadically checking the chat. And if you're Copenhagen right now, you need to go for broke. And they're getting men forward, but yeah, we'd be the first club to pick up all 4 European trophies if we were to win this. But then, I mean, this is kind of a new European trophy. I suppose you could liken it back in the day. Oh, nice touch there, actually, from Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. He then tried to put it onto Nkunku and it wasn't great. I suppose back in the day, you could liken it to the Intertoto, maybe. Beard needs a trim. I never understand people that comment on, like, other blokes' appearances. Like, why does it need a trim? It's just a little fucking goatee. Doesn't need a trim. Listen, don't worry about me, mate. The women like it. I've never struggled. Let's put it that way. Fair play to the Copenhagen fans. They're still giving it some. Favourite away kit? Whether it was the black or the white version, either were fine with me. But the 0304 with the 2 stripes that would go down the middle, you know that one, the Fly Emirates one. Whoo, it's a beauty. Long sleeve of that, Idager Johnson. I mean, I'd associate Idager Johnson with the long sleeve white one with the blue and oh, here we go. Copenhagen shot, well wide. But yeah, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank used to bang in some goals. Ben Cole, thank you for the super chat, bro. Really appreciate that. Everyone fit. I'm back from loan. What's our best 11? Without signing any new players, I'd go Petrovic in goal. I would go Reece James right back. I would go Fofana and Levi Colwell as the centre-back pairing with Cucurella left back. Then, in midfield, I'd go Caicedo and Enzo. I'd go Cole Palmer in front of them. I would go, although we've not seen him sort of top level, I'm going to put my neck out on the line because right wing you could go Pedro Neto, you could go Noni Madueke, Jadon Sancho. Fuck it, I tell you what, I'm going Esteval right wing. That's exciting. Pedro Neto left wing, and then Jackson through the middle. Everyone fit and available. There you go. Thank you very much for the super chat, Ben Colt. Got about 10 minutes. There'll be about 3 minutes of injury time. So any more questions or anything you want me to answer, I'll talk about, get it in the super chats now. Book this fella. He's just kicked the ball out. He's just kicked the ball out after the whistle was blown. And if it was us, we'd get a booking for that. So fucking book him. Fiorentina against Panathinaikos. Panathinaikos have pulled one back to make it 3-1. Who do we play in the next round, by the way? Chat, tell me. Who are we playing in the next round? I should know this, but I can't even think. Oh dear. Right, big up all the super chats today. Really appreciate it. Owens, Max Demir, Maris, Most Legit Trapper, Emilio Fazone, Jordan Bailey, who's up at the bridge and super chatting, Scott, Linus, Lewis, Amandaris, Oliver Russ, Boys FC, Callum H99, Jamie Brand, Kevin Nguyen, Crudy, Joey Knight Podcast Enjoyer, Ben Cole, big up. Shout out all of the super chatters today. I really appreciate all of you. Legia Warsaw or Mould is currently 3-1 aggregate, so won't find out for another 10 minutes or so. Well, either of them we're going to smash, let's be honest. Legia Warsaw, Mould. Can anyone hear that? Police siren going by. Does Pires fit in the team next season? Do you know what? I haven't thought about Kendry Pires and his involvement in the team too much. I've been more thinking about Esteval because I'm just seeing these clips of him lighting it up. I'm excited for Esteval, man. I am excited for him. Guys, I'm in the studio tomorrow with Josh, by the way, previewing the Arsenal game. It will probably drop Saturday morning, just because by the time I've got it ready to upload, it will be Friday evening. And Friday evening's a horrific time to upload a video. Most people are out, down the pub, doing stuff. So yeah, it will probably be Saturday morning upload. And then I'm going to live stream the game. Well, live watch along for the game, for the Arsenal match. And then, as soon as the game finishes, I'm going to jump in my car. And I'm going to drive to the studio, meet Josh, and we will do a post-match review. So don't say that we don't cheat on ya. Don't say we don't treat ya. That clap, yeah, that's really creative. That clap from the Copenhagen fans. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Up the Aussies. Up the fucking Australians, mate. Ooh. Put into the box. Here we go. Break on them. Break on them. Yes. Come on, Pedro. Come on, Pedro. Outpace them all the way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. See Cole Palmer. Palmer's got it. He's took it down well. First touch. Oh. Couldn't get the shot off properly as to what he wanted. Would I want Callum Hudson-Odoi back? Yeah. Yeah, I want him back. I want you back. I want you back for good. I guess now it's time for me to give up. I feel it's time. I got a picture of you beside me. Got your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. Jose's punishing Rangers. We don't like to see it. We like Rangers. 88 minutes. Listen, as soon as the full-time whistle goes, I will be shutting off the stream and immediately recording a post-match review. So that will be happening straight away, people. Kevin Reyes! Yes! Good to hear from you, Kev. Hope you're well, mate. Yes, lads. Joey. Hope everyone's well. Yes, Kev. Hope you're well too, my friend. Oh, ball to the back stick from Copenhagen. Kevin Reyes, good to hear from you, mate. He's always in. He's always in the super chats. He's always in the live streams. Big up, Kevin Reyes. Your singing's pretty good. Let's be honest, it's not. It's shit. There's a few ones I can do. There's a few easy ones. You know that one, One Direction, when he goes, you'll never love yourself half as much as I love you. And you'll never treat yourself right, darling, but I want you to. Got Youth Academy player coming on now. I don't actually know him. Is my Dalton Antwi? Is my Dalton's name Eden? No. Yes, good point. Trevor Chalobah is looking like he's limping. They still haven't took him off. By the way, Joey, my under-18s got through on Sunday. Yes, nice. That's what we wanted. We shouted them out on the stream, and we were sending them some positive vibes. Copenhagen shot. See, this is where Chelsea, like, I know we've got the game wrapped up, but, you know, it wouldn't go amiss for Cole Palmer's confidence to get a goal or something here. So, let's go for it. 5 minutes of extra time. Can I sing Ain't No Mountain High Enough? No, not unless the super chat comes in. Listen, baby. That's it. Super chat it and I'll sing it. God, what has my life come to? I'm singing for Super Chats. I'm as bad as fucking Bevo or someone. Yeah. Copenhagen fans are gutted. Unlucky. Goodbye. Back to Denmark for you. I'll tell you what. Copenhagen may well be. I think they're definitely the best team that we've faced in this competition so far. Hoffenheim were all right, but yeah, Copenhagen definitely the best side that we faced. It's Haley. What's Haley? My daughter's name's not Haley. Loads of people know my daughter's name. It's on my fight shorts. My daughter's middle name's Blue. Because I'm a Chelsea fan. I mean, can you blame people for leaving early, really? We've got about 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play of the match, and we're 2-0 up on aggregate. What's the big deal? Here we go, Palmer. Let's break on him. Cucurella, let's have some pace. You're alongside him. Get it to Tyrant George. But then Palmer might fancy this himself. He will. Go on. Oh, he has the shot. He needs to break this dry spell. Fiorentina, only half decent team left in the competition. Yeah. Nyla. Yep. I'm not going to ban you. People know my daughter's name's Nyla. You only got to see... It's on my shorts every time I fight. And then... After I was interviewed on The Zone, after I knocked out Baby Hulk in the first round, I said, Nyla, I love you, baby, but go to bed. My daughter's called Elsie Blue. My missus wouldn't let me call her Chelsea. Nervous about Spurs and United going for an Europa, yeah, because it could... No, you shouldn't be, because it means that 6th place would get it anyway with the coefficient. Well, no, I haven't. That's a complete lie. Josh has researched into it. If one of them lot win the Europa and we were going to get 5th place, getting us Champions League football, then I think we'd still get it. They're bringing the keeper up, are they? Pathetic. You're fucking 2 goals down, mate. Who cares? Get it out. Ooh. Ooh. That was close. Someone nick the ball now, get the keeper while he's off his line. (1-0) Chelsea, 3-1 on aggregate. Told ya, nothing to worry about. When they were saying at half time, worst thing I've ever seen in my life, don't worry. It's a game of 2 halves for a reason. Nothing to worry about. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. Listen, I'm going to record my post-match review right now, so make sure you are there for it. Big love to everyone who was in the stream today, who was in the super chats and whatnot. I will be recording the post-match review now, so have a little look at that. And then, yeah, we'll be back for the Arsenal preview. Me and Josh, that'll go up Saturday morning. And then Sunday, I'll be live for the Arsenal match. You can't get better value for money than that. So if you're not already, make sure